Grand Rising Loves. This is the altar spread for the collective consciousness today. Happy New Year, ringing in 2021. And I don't make resolutions because, like I said yesterday, I'm constantly reinventing myself. And so hopefully everyone else is doing that as well. So every day is new. Every moment is new, and going into every experience fresh in that original state of dignity and curiosity and open heart. So the sacred geometry that showed up today is hexahedron, and hexahedron, it brings the message of gaining another perspective. And so this is actually one of my totems as a high shaman. We use the cube to remind us how we view life, that we can see the upper worlds, the lower worlds, to each and every side of ourselves. But then we also are able to see the future and the past. And so the cube, it gives us that all-seeing view. But in sacred geometry, it is one of the platonic solids. And so having 6 equal sides, 6 equal faces, all equal angles, that it holds very specific wisdom. The wisdom of the cube is perspective. And so it really teaches acceptance, that everything is connected, and it's a stable sacred geometry. So it's a foundation. But when there is an ultimate acceptance, it really opens you to the energetic of appreciation. You begin to appreciate every little thing, every body, every moment, every energy you appreciate. It's this deep love and care for everything that you are experiencing, everything that shows up in your reality. And you accept it, but then you have this deep appreciation for it, which is a high level of consciousness. Embodying love is that appreciation. We can accept all things and say it, but to go that extra step beyond and have the awareness to appreciate it is bliss. And so what the cube is asking you to do today, it's saying that you feel like everything is out of control, and the cube is saying to gain stability, open up your view and gain a greater perspective. And I really love that, because coming into a new year to tell you, basically get out of your box to gain perspective by using the box. Does that make sense? That you're using all views to gain a greater perspective, but the stability of the cube. And I love that. And so the rattle talks about sacred tools, that anything that is a tool can be used as a weapon or a tool of the divine. And this is everything. This can go down even to our nakedness of voice, of energy, can be used as a weapon or as a tool. And so the rattle says, use your sacred tools to progress all of humanity, to really step into alignment with your divine path, your sacred purpose. And I love that, because that's also an amazing card for the first day of a new year. And this, every new year, it's like time is a human construct. It's bullshit. So really, today is no different than yesterday. But the whole idea of like ringing it in and celebrating and the shedding, that should be actually done daily. Like we're like, yeah, goodbye 2020, and I'm welcoming 2021 new, and I'm going to be brave, and I'm going to dive in, and I'm just going to be authentically me, like unapologetically. Can you do that without holding anyone captive? Can you do that? Letting everyone be free. And really, when you embody love, that deep appreciation, everyone feels free. Because there's this allowance that happens. And you would never dream of being deceitful. Because really, everyone is their most sublime and beautiful self, free, liberated. And you just want to be able to share in that experience. When we free others, they are so beautiful, and we get to witness that. It's like helping a bird heal and then watching it fly away. It doesn't become bitter. They say goodbyes are bittersweet. It becomes sublime. That was interesting. The door just shut. Okay, I'm good with that. And so water showed up. And that's interesting now that I'm processing through the throat for that. Thank you, Sherry. Water is the element of emotion in our sacral. And in this deck, she says water is the emotion of the heart, but in Eastern teaching, ancient teaching, and actually what I feel psychically and energetically, our water element is actually held in the sacral, because that's how the energy moves through that space. It's more fluid. And I get what she means, like the behavior of water is more like the behavior of emotion. But the heart really is not emotional. It's that appreciation. Ultimate love doesn't have emotion. It transcends emotion and romantic notions. It's all accepting and appreciation. But water, the energy that moves through our sacral, which is just beneath the belly button and housed in that lower pelvic space, this is our sensuality and our sexuality, but it's also where we tend to store our most horrific trauma. But our emotions move through that space because that's where the cell memory of emotion is stored. So really, that's the energetic birthplace of emotion. Most of the time comes from that sacral. So feeling into that, we learn so much about water. We learn so much about ourselves from water, And so I honor water with this vessel on my altar. And water teaches us constant flow and movement. And even when water is met with an obstacle, it still finds a way to continue its path and move. So even a droplet of water falling out of the sky, frozen, becomes this beautiful crystallized flake, but continues to fall to the earth. And though it is still for a while until it can melt and go back into the earth and nourish the earth, and then become hot and vaporize and go back into the sky, water has been scientifically proven to hold memory. And so this water, every droplet of water that is needed, it's a necessity of all living things, holds ancient memory. But infusing it with love actually transmutes the energy of water. And I'm going to invite you to look up Dr. Emoto again. I mean, it's an amazing study what he did, infusing water with love, and how it actually reforms matter. And so the same water that I'm bathing in is the same water that someone is drinking in Brazil, is the same water that is raining down in the Saharas. And so it's just beautiful to think that we are all connected, but truly through water, even our matter, our physicalities are connected. So it's not just an energetic. I mean, we are sharing this earth plane. We are really in this shit. And so Kaitiaki showed up. This is the guardian of Papatuanuku. And Papatuanuku is Gaia. It's Mother Earth. And we are the guardians of her. And so we need to start acting like it. I mean, we choose the human experience for all of the sensual feels of being human. But we need to have a reverence for our humanness and for the elements that we are made of and the elements that hold us, and to have deeper respect for her and gratitude and love for each other, because we are all one. And so using our sacred tools for the improvement of everything that is, instead of a weapon, and to get that higher perspective, to see just how connected we all are. And it brings about our own healing, but appreciation for everything that is. And so really that's the cohesiveness of this spread today, moving into 2021 with this ultimate form of love that transcends emotion. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.